Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lawanda Renee, and this is God's Breaking News. As always, the goal is to give you news from the Bible that'll help us in our day-to-day journey related to our spiritual growth. And we're focusing on fear. So I wanted to share another verse from the Bible about fear and how we need to master or overcome our fear. So today's verse comes from Psalms 34:4. I prayed to the Lord and he answered me. He freed me of all my fears. As we've been saying continuously, fear is something that we control. Fear is something that the devil impedes on us to paralyze us and keep us from moving forward with our gifts that God has given us. So we need to continuously master fear and overcome fear. I always like, talking about Saul and David and how David slayed a Goliath, but he was so fearful of Saul. He couldn't figure out a way to master Saul, who was continuously trying to kill him. And Saul and David was just doing his job, and he was anointed by the Lord because of who he was. And he did not understand the reason why Saul just wanted to destroy him, right? Saul had lost what God had given him, and God had moved that on and anointed David. And so David continuously was afraid of Saul, and he couldn't rest, and he could slay as many Goliaths that would come his way, but he just simply could not overcome this particular fear. And so when we simply cannot overcome our fears, we need to go into prayer. We cannot express the importance of prayer every single day of our lives. We have to be able to pray in order to overcome these obstacles, our Goliaths, the things that's keeping us up at night. And the more we pray, the more God is going to be present and is going to continuously put this shield of armor around us that's going to give us peace and joy. So we have to stay as prayed up as possible, knowing that God hears our prayers, and God is going to be there for us to remove the fear, help us remove the fear, help us to overcome the fear. But the first thing is, you can't live in your fear. You have to live in your purpose. And your purpose is defined by God creating you, so that purpose already exists. It's the human part of us that allows for fear and anxiety to overcome us. And now we need to overcome it. And the way that we do so is stay prayed up as often as possible. So whenever you're feeling fear and anxiety, remember, when you pray to the Lord will answer your prayers, and the Lord will remove any of your fear and free you of this restriction in your life, so that we can move forward in our growth journey. So I hope this message is one that, again, they're short in nature, but they're here for the essence. Is as simple of us just being as mindful of who God is and how masterful he was when creating us as individuals. You were created for a purpose. You have to carry out that purpose. And then if you don't really understand what your purpose is, that means your growth journey and spiritual journey needs to continue, and you need to evolve. And we all need to evolve and live as Jesus Christ did. And that's unapologetically who we are, our God-given ability, knowing that our covenant with God is as ever present as possible, and it does not include fear. So stay prayed up, be mindful of who you are, and God bless.